Hello, today we are going to talk about the power of silence. I'm sure you've heard a lot about power of silence and I'm not sure what you understand under that term, but for me it is something that I appreciated, especially when I was feeling overwhelmed and burned out and tired. And also, as you can hear from my voice, I'm not feeling great today because I've been going through some common cold, so my voice is not as clear as normal. But I decided to do it anyways because yesterday I took the time to spend about 6 hours in silence to help my recovery. And it worked like a dream. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity to talk to you about it. So let's go back to the beginning when I said, 6 years ago or so, I discovered the power of silence. How did it happen? I am the gal who used to listen to rock music and went to big concerts of, rock bands who traveled around the world. And I, couldn't hear for a day or two after properly because it was just so loud, right? And I was rocking to my tunes in the car, driving from work to home, and all these things. And then as I don't want to say really aged, but as I progressed in my life, what happened is I changed, and I know it's not that I don't like the music anymore. I still like it, but I don't appreciate it as much as I did when I was in my teens or 20s, right? Because I felt like there's so much in our lives that our brains get overstimulated. And then, when kids came, I obviously had another stimulus and some more noise in my head. And it was work, and it was, let's say, my husband in a good way though, and then my daughter. And everything was so, to get to the point that everything was so much. And what I felt like when I got to a point of burnout, I needed some time for myself. And when I learned at that point, when I started to learn about meditation and meditate and taking time for myself and dig deep inside and discover what's going on and who I am and all these things, and we will talk about all those. But what is actually what was a big discovery for me is how much I love and need the silence. Okay, so what I was doing at that time, I was spending hours in silence at home, and every single noise felt like it was super loud and super disturbing and very annoying. And then I learned more about it and discovered that it is truly important for us because we have so much noise around us at all times, and we hear things at all times, and we need to focus, and everything, the attention span and everything is so short, and we need to spend more time with ourselves, right? So the power of silence is really to be able to be with yourself. And I know some people have really difficult time to just be, right? Just let's say you're traveling on the bus, you commute to work, maybe not now during COVID, but you're still going places. So maybe you drive to school with your kids, or to daycare or whatever that is, or you go shopping and you've got a 10-minute distance to drive from your home to the store, or you even walk, you don't even have to drive. And then a lot of people are on their phones listening to things at all times. And it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing to listen to things. I listen to podcasts, I listen to things to educate myself more and more so I can share with you more. But the thing is, we need to be able to spend time with ourselves in silence, because once everything is silent, we can actually see more clearly. Our mind is calmer. We can get some answers we didn't know we could get because everything's hidden inside. And the silence is helping us to either get something more we need or rest and recover faster. So I was actually quite blown away yesterday when I wanted to take about 4 hours in silence, and instead I took 6. And I was really tired and I couldn't even move, but I could listen to something, right? I could say, well, let's not waste the time laying in bed and doing nothing. I could listen to a podcast, I could still educate myself, but I said no. No, let's just be. let's just be with who I am, be with the state I'm in, and then just see what comes through my head, through my thoughts, and let's observe them and let them go again, right? It's like meditation, or it's a type of meditation. I could call it a type of meditation. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, it's your choice, okay? So the message here is, if you can spend certain amount of time, let's say a day or even a week or a month on a regular basis in silence, you can observe what's happening and you can choose the intention for the silence you're taking, right? So for me yesterday, it was not to get to a big discovery. It wasn't about getting new ideas. It was just about being in the state I was and helping my recovery, and recover faster and take the time and see, is there anything else, right? Was there something I should know or something else which would come out? And the true thing for me, there was not a big discovery of anything, but the fact that my body was resting so deeply because I was not focused on anything in particular, and I was not listening to music or reading a book or listening to a podcast or anything like that. I was just being with myself. And I took the time for my body to heal, and the body healed, right? Yesterday, I was like a zombie laying in bed, and today I'm able to do certain things and, feeling, I don't want to say 10 times better, probably 100 times better than yesterday, despite the voice is not there yet, but it's okay, right? It's a journey. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, I'm sure you need some time to spend in silence. I'm honestly sure that this is what you need as well, because your brain is overstimulated, and it truly helps to take the time. And then in another video I will record for you, it will be about meditation, why I think, and it's scientifically proven, meditation is important and what the benefits are. So if you're taking the silence as meditation and you do it on a regular basis every day, that's fantastic. And if it's just taking here and there some time for yourself to be with who you are at that point, if it's standing in the line in the store and not talking to anyone, not checking your messages or Facebook or whatever, or not listening to your favorite tunes or podcasts, right? It's literally just giving yourself the break and be in silence and maybe look for some answers. Maybe you've got lots of questions unanswered, and I truly believe that that's where they are. And we'll talk more about, other practices you can use to recover yourself or help your brain relax, etc. So this is a big one. It's the silence. Just looking in my notes if there's anything I wanted to tell you. But I think in terms of the benefits, obviously self-awareness, self-compassion, improved decision making, helps with mental clarity, and literally, it's a tool you have for free inside of you, and you can use it anytime when you have a moment. And it doesn't matter if it's a minute or 10 minutes or 100 minutes, but the fact that you have it at your disposal at all times, it's great. So use it and let me know how it goes. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch other videos. And if you find them useful, share them with others who may have the need for them as well. And then you will be helping other people get in better shape, physically or mentally. So appreciate you watching this, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.